Hi, welcome to my channel. You have probably heard the name of the largest hacker group in the world, it means Anonymous. In this video, I will explain the work done by this group. Stay with me. In 2003, a site called 4chan was launched. Users registered on the site with their personal information, and they discussed about different issues. The website gave anonymous nickname to those who entered the site without registration. Chatting made users feel close to each other. And in a coordinated and organized way, they started joking to the people who were on this site. Anonymous was born. The first target of this anonymous users who had not seen each other was the presenter of Hall Turner. Hall, on his radio show with racist remarks, accused blacks of not having the facilities they have now available. Or it could be said that there was a person who considered whites superior to blacks. Anonymous approached this issue very simply. They ordered products for Hall to be sent to his home. Early on, these products were as simple as pizza, but that was not the end of the story. They began ordering meal and family scores and also ordering expensive industrial tools which were difficult to pay. Although Hall accepted payment for some of them, but after a while he had no money to pay them and he had to leave his radio show. After this story, a number of volunteers applied to join the Anonymous group, and Anonymous was getting bigger and bigger every day. Charts of Scientology were created in 1952 by the American author Romover in defense of the theory that the human body is a prisoner made by space creatures. Some believe that Scientology is a new team whose charts exist in different parts of the world. Charts of Scientology became known when they were targeted by the Anonymous group. Today, Tom Cruise, John Travolta, and other high-ranking celebrities are members of this charge. In terms of Anonymous, this charge, which has branched in cities with population of 70,000 innocent people, and Anonymous to say no declared war on this charge of Scientology. It all started with a funny montage of Tom Cruise's 2008 interview video about the charge of Scientology, which quickly published on social networks. Tom Cruise's hysterical laugh as he praised the Scientology and his incomprehensible talk of freedom of choice religion became joke in cyberspace. On the other hand, the Church of Scientology started deleting this video, and it caused problems for those who uploaded the video again, and that was exactly the mistake that Scientology made. Anonymous admits that Scientology targets internet freedom. Anonymous hacked and made inaccessible sites affiliated with this church. For a long time it occupied all the telephone lines, and when a response was given through this institution, threatening messages were automatically broadcast to them. Anonymous later released a video about Scientology. The content of a video provoked people to protest about Scientology charts, and this can be considered the largest demonstration in the world on the internet. This video showed people to use masks in demonstrations in order not to get in trouble in normal life. And face mask and symbol of Anonymous means Guy Fawkes was selected at this time. At the date of beginning these protests in February 10 of 2008 occurred frequently for 1 year, and even in 93 cities, thousands took the streets. Even these protests took place in the countries of Ireland and Canada, which have a Church of Scientology. All discussed the goals of this charge to be exposed in the media and between the people. Anonymous must belong to a real person named Guy Fawkes. Guy Fawkes was an Englishman who intended to assassinate King James I in Britain in 1605 and wanted to return the government to the Catholic Church. His plan was to place gunpowder under the table of the Lords, but an unknown person revealed him by sending a letter, and he was arrested and executed. Confidential US government documents were being published on the WikiLeaks website at the request of the US government blocked PayPal, Visa, and MasterCard for transferring money to this website. Anonymous got into this issue within a day. Anonymous hacked PayPal, MasterCard, and Visa sites and made them inaccessible. On the same day, customers, after completing their shopping histories to pay for money, they encountered an error. However, MasterCard and Visa did not officially announce the damage, but PayPal announced a loss of above $5 million. When Sony planned to block users from playing with private accounts on its PS3 product, because of this issue, Anonymous hacked the accounts of 100 million Sony users and made the PlayStation Online section unavailable for 1 month. This attack caused a loss of $3.2 billion. In countries where Anonymous has declared war, it can be said Turkey, Tunisia, Iran, Singapore, China, USA, Israel, Russia, Japan, India, Nigeria, Uganda, North Korea, and several other countries. Anonymous in April 7, 2013, because of Israel's oppression of the Palestinian people, hacked the Internet of Israel country and also rendered hospital, social, and security sites inaccessible and caused us $3 billion in the damage to the country. Anonymous in 2012 hacked 1,000 servers in London because of espionage and censorship of Tunisia and provided the Tunisian people with a clean and uncensored internet. And also Anonymous hacked all the websites of the Tunisian government. In all these struggles, Anonymous hacked all the government websites of the mentioned countries and hacked the email accounts of politicians and obtained the secret letters and official documents of these countries and published them on the internet. They also played a very important in informing and organizing the demonstrations in Egypt and Tunisia. In 2011, Anonymous hacked many sites that were active in the field of child porn and made them inaccessible, such as Lolita City, and obtained complete information from more than 1,500 producers and visitors of child pornography and officially disseminated it on the internet. And in their videos, they introduced and sent to the police. In 2017, in the mysterious part of the internet known as Deep Web, hacked 10,600 server sites that produced child pornography, and they left a message on all these sites.
We were really disappointed. We have no appeasement against child porn. While searching their servers, we found that 50% of their space is occupied by sites that engaged child porn. We have all your documents in database. With the exception of child porn content, we are selling all your data on the deep web. We are anonymous, we don't forget. We don't forgive. Expect us.